I think courage to me was setting out to try to accomplish something even though someone similar to me hadn't done it before at my age and with kids and a near career-ending injury, but going after it anyways because who says I can't?
I guess I became a mom before I got to this level of running, so it's all really been a slow process.
Well, the one thing that's the same is that I'm still making pancakes every day for the kids, but the main difference in the last 7 years is that my kids look a lot bigger now.
How am I going to care for my kids? Not
seeing this video of, crossing the finish line, not knowing what that pain was from, and brings back a lot of emotion. A lot has happened since then. I've been able to run many marathons since, including the Olympics, and my 6 majors. Has a certain emotion to it.
no matter what in life, there's a bigger purpose.
I went back to run the Boston Marathon as a master's athlete. I always thought it would be neat to return and compete in the elite field. Knowing what the weather was going to be like was definitely an advantage to me because it was going to be cold and wet and rainy and snowy, and I think there was even hail at the start, and it was the excellent opportunity for me to go out there and prove that I could be tough in those conditions when many people just dropped off and actually dropped out of the course that day. When they told me I was 3rd overall, I said, oh no, not 3rd Masters. Do you know how I did overall? And it wasn't until I saw it on someone's phone in writing that I believed it. So that was a pretty special moment. This is a picture of my daughter and I, and I've just finished a 50K race. It's interesting because I think the pandemic really took its toll on some kids, and especially with my daughter. I think when I saw her get out of the house and actually have something to go to, I realized how special and important that was. So I crossed the line and she was bawling and in tears, and that's not really like her. So I just remember in this moment, I kind of held her shoulders and I'm like, we did it, we did it. And I really felt like she was part of that moment with me. It was just a really special kind of mother-daughter moment that day. Crossing the line and kind of finishing that marathon chapter of my life in Tokyo, which is an amazing place. I love being there. It was a really special event for me. I knew going into Tokyo as my 6th major that anything could go wrong and I might not cross the line. Like any marathon, there's always risk. But I also knew that it could be the sweetest ending to my marathon chapter if everything turned out the way I hoped it would be. Even though I don't have a goal set in the calendar, I still get up every day and want to run. I get to have my coffee, go for my run, and just the way that makes me feel I love. So I guess I was made for this. So I'm liking that I'm building my running around my family life, whereas in the past, I kind of had to put my family around my running schedule. So I'm really liking that the freedom while still being able to enjoy running just as much as I ever have. I'm so glad that I can run for the rest of my life. It's not like I'm trying out for some team and there's only so many people that make the team. I can run forever and you never have to retire at this sport.